Democracy was on the march in Washington as 200,000 people converged on the Capitol to rally for civil rights. Few realized that, in a sense, they were part of an historical day. The rally that ended in front of the Lincoln Memorial was the largest demonstration ever to take place here.
It's the greatest gathering of its citizens the Republic has ever seen. 300,000 come to march on Washington. The theme is integration. The mood is optimism.
When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Most of the demonstrators are black. Most of them come from the South. And back home in Mississippi, the air is filled with hate.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation. I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
August in Washington was sweltering. They came anyway, 250,000 of them from all over, 80% of them black, all of them looking for justice. There were no arrests, no incidents. Considering what they had gone through, they were really very gentle.
There was a sense of almost holiday spirit in the air, a sense of coming together for something that was intrinsically good and American. But I had never been in an experience in which hope and a positive feeling was palpable, and it was that day.
A larger demonstration took place in the nation's capital. People, all kinds of people, aroused by the police dogs and fire hoses of Birmingham, were exercising their right to protest for right. The 1963 March on Washington was the greatest mass demonstration in the history of the nation. And it was Martin Luther King who underscored the urgency of the demands of the more than 200,000 people assembled in front of the Lincoln Memorial with his powerful appeal to the entire nation.
stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. Come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizenship rights. I still have a dream.
America was stirred by the ringing words of Dr. King.